All right, let's head to the mountains of North India. There's this festival there, so full of life they call it the Festival of Festivals. And you know, for 2025, it's doing something huge. It's not just for locals anymore. We're going to break down exactly how the Hornbill Festival is getting ready to welcome the entire world. Just picture it for a second. For 10 whole days, an entire state's culture, everything, the music, the food, the art, it just explodes with life in one single place. That is the absolute magic of what happens in Nagaland every year.
Okay, so to really get why 2025 is such a game changer, we've got to get to the bottom of what this thing is all about. So let's ask the big question. What exactly is the Hornbill Festival? Well, at its core, it's a 10-day party that happens every single year. But its real secret sauce? It brings together all the different tribes of Nagaland. And that's exactly why it gets that nickname, the Festival of Festivals. See, it's not just one festival. It's like a giant showcase of dozens of unique traditions, all coming together in one amazing place.
All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty for the next one. The 2025 festival, that's going to be the 26th time they've done this. Mark your calendars for December 1st to the 10th. It all goes down at the Kasama Heritage Village, which is just stunning, by the way. And it always kicks off on a really special day, Nagaland Statehood Day. So that's the backstory, the foundation of it all. But here's the thing, 2025 is a whole new chapter. This is the year the festival really starts looking outwards, It's aiming for a truly global stage, and it's about to become way more international than it has ever been. And this is the really big deal for 2025. It's like the festival is extending this huge global handshake. We're talking new partner countries like France, Ireland, Switzerland, the UK, Malta, and Austria. And even closer to home, the state of Arunachal Pradesh is jumping in as a partner too. Look, this isn't just some small change. It's a massive, massive leap in the festival's international reach.
Just let that sink in for a moment. Six different countries are coming on as partners. This isn't just for show, It's a very clear, very deliberate move to weave this idea of global cultural exchange right into the DNA of the festival.
And this really shows you the before and after of what's happening. Before, the focus was mostly on tourism from within India. And honestly, it was kind of tough for foreign visitors to get the permits they needed. But now, for Hornbill 2025, it's a whole different story. Those gates are swinging wide open. They're actually relaxing the permit rules specifically to encourage more international folks to come and see Nagaland's culture for themselves.
Okay, so what does this all actually feel like when you're there? Come on, let's take a little virtual trip inside the Kasama Heritage Village and really get a taste of what's at the heart of this festival.
So, what's a typical day at Hornbill like? Well, first things first, you'd probably wander through the tribal morongs. These are these amazing traditional huts, and each one represents a different Naga tribe. That's incredible. And then before you know it, you're just swept away by the sound of traditional music and the sight of these super powerful cultural dances. You could easily lose a few hours just checking out all the authentic local crafts. And of course, you absolutely have to try the food. The Naga cuisine is something else.
And just to be clear, this is not one of those look but don't touch museum experiences. No way. You're right there, watching live wood carving demos, seeing artisans weave these beautiful complex fabrics. You can actually meet the local artists. There are indigenous sports like Naga wrestling, cool fashion shows that mix traditional and modern styles, and food stalls literally everywhere. It is a truly living, breathing showcase of culture.
So, with all this energy and this new global spotlight, let's zoom out for a second. Why is this festival such a big deal? Because really, it's become so much more than just a party.
You can really see its impact in three major areas. First, there's the tourism boost. This is a huge economic engine for a part of the country that, let's be honest, hasn't always been on the main tourist map. Second, you've got diplomatic exchange. By bringing in all these global partners, it becomes a platform for what people call soft power, building friendships and changing minds through culture, not just politics. And third, and maybe most importantly, is the local economic opportunity. It's a direct lifeline for artisans, for food vendors, for all kinds of small businesses. It puts money right back into the community.
So here's the bottom line, and this quote really nails it. Hornbill is actively, consciously changing. It's not just a cultural festival anymore. It's being molded into this powerful platform for tourism, for diplomacy, and for real international cultural exchange. That's its new mission, its bigger purpose. And all of this leaves us with a really interesting question to chew on, right? Hornbill is this amazing example of a local festival going global. But as more and more festivals do this, you have to wonder, what does all that exposure, all that global exchange actually mean for the cultures they're supposed to be celebrating? Does it help preserve them, or does it change them? It's definitely something to think about.